Hi there, thanks for checking out foodease.ca. On this edition of Pro Tips, I'm going to show you how to make a mayonnaise, simple mayonnaise. It's actually one I like to make at home. Okay, so you have your food processor or your blender, whichever you prefer. What we're going to start with is a little bit of rough chopped onion. So, follow me along here very simply. I'm just chopping through the onion, taking the outer layer off, and get rid of this for later. Okay, so because we're using a food processor, it doesn't matter how rough, but I like to just make a few slits. And we're only making a small amount, so I'll just use it with a handful. Well, this can wait till later. I'm also going to add a little bit of raw garlic, raw peeled garlic. One or two of those. A little bit of Dijon mustard. Let's say a tablespoon. We can always add a little bit more later. More. Okay, now the eggs. I'm going to add 5 yolks. Let's say 3 actually. Don't fret if a little bit of the whites get in there. I'll put these off for later. Now some sherry vinegar. Okay, just a few drops here. Alright, now let's get that blending. So once this is well blended, what we're going to do is a process called emulsification. Basically, it's where we're whipping air and oil together. Okay? So I'm going to start with a little bit of canola oil, but later on we'll be flavoring with olive oil and truffle oil. To start the emulsification, pour continuously and slowly until it's at our desired thickness. Now I'm using canola oil for the main emulsification. 1, because it's a little cheaper. 2, because I love olive oil, don't get me wrong, but I find that the olives will overpower the mayonnaise. I use it just for a little bit at the end. So at this point, where it's thickening up now, you can catch that up there, Dan, I'm going to actually stop and go to olive oil. Just for the flavor. This will emulsify just as well as any other oil. Okay, it's getting really close now. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to take a look. At any time, feel free just to pull the cover off. It's getting a nice thickness here. It's very close. Okay, the thickness is great. So I'm going to take it out of the bowl now. Out of the processor. And we're going to finish our seasoning in the bowl. It's nice and thick. It's good. Wipe my hands off here. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of truffle oil. Basically, you can get this at any gourmet shop in town. It's just extra virgin olive oil mixed with a little bit of, infused, I should say, with white truffles. I'm just going to add a little drizzle. A little dab will do you in this case. Okay, I'm going to go for a little salt, always with the salt, and a little fresh cracked pepper. Whisk. Just going to finish this up. Looks good, eh? Give it a taste. Incredible. Perfect for sandwiches, fish, anything. It's great. Anyway, I hope you learned lots. Thanks for checking out foodease.ca in this edition of Pro Tips. I'll see you next time.